guys, I actually went and got this bag out of storage just for you. This is my awesome Oakley bag that I used in Thailand, and the point I was trying to make is this style type of bag, I guess you could call it a duffel bag or a sports bag. The problem is, it looks cool, but when you carry it over your shoulder like that for a couple of hours and when you're traveling, it really becomes painful. And even if you use a strap, a good quality thick strap like this, even that will cut into your shoulder. So that was, I guess, the point I was trying to make before about backpacking and checked luggage, you know. Even if you have a really big backpack and you're a backpacker, you're still going to have to use checked luggage on a flight. So you might as well use a traditional case with wheels, that way you can wheel it along, it's a bit easier. So I have seen bags like this with wheels on the bottom and an extendable handle, and that way you can use it like luggage and wheel it around. But do yourself a favour. It comes from the old saying, ounces equal pounds and pounds equal pain. And it is painful when you have to carry that by hand or on your back. Same with backpacking. If you've got 10, 20, 15, 20 kilos on your back, I mean, that's really going to hurt. Anyway. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I had that experience. So we had a great time in Thailand, but just was painful lugging that around. Cameras. So awesome. We're on to the very popular topic. I've had a few messages about this and inquiries. I use a Canon 200 series at the moment. It's commonly known as the Canon IXUS series. It's also known as the IXY in other countries. It depends what country you're in. The reason why I prefer a pocket camera. Better to have a pocket camera. You can put it away, wear it on your belt, put it in your pocket. Very lightweight, and you can capture those moments when they happen. And that's what happens a lot on my channel. You know, I'm in the middle of doing activities. You know, I'm traveling, so I prefer to have something lightweight I can use straight away, capture that moment, share it with you guys. There's plenty of options. I mean, tough cameras like waterproof or dustproof cameras. You know, they're lightweight, they take good pictures, and it's not too expensive if it's broken or lost. If you see my Vietnam videos, that actually happened with my camera, and I would show you, but I'm using it right now. But you can see it in the Vietnam videos. Basically, I broke it, or it broke during the trip. I think I just dropped it a few too many times, and luckily there was a Canon repairer in Ho Chi Minh City, or Saigon in Vietnam. I had it repaired for like $50, it was really cheap. But, you know, I wasn't heartbroken, it was just more, it was upsetting that I lost that capability, so I couldn't make videos for you guys when I was during that time. So that would be my recommendation. I love DSLRs and Handycams. Ideally, I would be using a handy camera because I'm so active, excuse me, and I love outdoor activities. When I'm traveling, that would be ideal. It's great for when you're mobile. DSLRs are obviously very high quality, those big cameras. But can you imagine traveling and filming with something that size? Like, man, for me, it's not very practical. It's extra weight as well, extra bulk. It's also another risk, meaning it's something I have to worry about. It could be stolen, it could be damaged, it's more expensive to replace and repair. Nothing wrong with it. I know people that have travelled with Handycams and DSLRs. Okay, they're great, you get very high quality video and photo, but just something to consider. So, you know, if you're just taking happy snaps to put on the internet, on Facebook, social media, that's all you need. Just a good compact camera. Also, these smartphones these days are coming out with awesome cameras. Sony's doing really good, they always have. Even this little camera, even though it's so small, and that's what you got to understand, the physical size of that lens and that camera is so small it can only capture so much. But this is 8 megapixels. Okay, for a cheap, affordable smartphone. You know, a lot of the new Xperia Z series, I think it is Z1 and whatever, they're all coming out with like 20 megapixel cameras. So maybe something else to consider, just use a smartphone. But regardless, try to take care of your electronics. I know it sounds funny, your phone, or your camera, or your laptop, whatever, really get cases for them, and be protective. As I said, I mean, I even broke mine while traveling. And the case I had was actually this one, and all I did was I lined it, I don't know if the camera can see, I lined it with padding, just to give it a bit more protection, just because, you know, I actually even broke my own camera. So, I've actually got more professional cases, but, you know, that's just the one I tend to use the most. The professional ones are more thicker and heavier. But just something to consider, whether it's a laptop or a tablet or whatever, make sure you're protected. Also, charge your batteries whenever possible. Again, I know it sounds obvious, but again, you're trying to capture that moment. Oh, my camera is dead. You know, so whenever possible, especially when you're sleeping, you're in your hotel. I even know guys, and it's a good idea. I might start doing it. They carry a power board. You know, a board with multiple plugs. They actually carry one when they travel. So they plug it in. They charge their phone, their camera, the laptop, the tablet, all this electronics. But they charge them when they're sleeping. They get up in the morning. It's all good to go. But that happened to me a few times because I film and take photos so much. The battery kept dying. And you can also get portable, external batteries, you know, backup batteries where you can charge your phone. That's extremely handy. Because these are smartphones, they use up a lot of energy on the internet, and obviously using it as a traditional phone, calling and texting. And if you're using it as a camera and all these other things, you're going to use up more energy, more battery life. So having a backup battery is always handy, and I use that a lot when I was traveling, a backup battery. Laptops, I don't recommend traveling with them. The reason why, I've done a lot of professional work and had to carry a laptop every day. And it's extra bulk, it's extra weight, all the things I mentioned before, and it's another thing to worry about. I mean, for work, you're a bit more worried because if it's a work asset, you're liable, you want to take care of it, and also the information on that laptop may be very sensitive and things like that. So that's why I don't recommend taking one. Maybe you've got an old one, or you find them very cheap, or you just, you don't mind traveling with one, sure. But just understand, again, you're going to have it protected. Get a backpack that has a laptop section in it. Put it in a sleeve, make sure it's well protected, and understand it's a target. So when you have high value goods, be it a DSLR, a Handycam, a laptop, these are targeted by people, be it in Australia or in Vietnam or whatever, It's just because it's a high value item, it gets targeted. Same with cameras, you look like a tourist too much, and people would warn me, they go, you're showing your camera too much, and I go, oh, sorry, have I offended you? And this is through all my travels. They're like, no, it's just you look too much like a tourist. Someone might try and take your camera one day. So just do your thing and then put it away. And I'll get into my filming style more later, but that's why sometimes I'm filming too quickly. I've even been warned, film quickly and then put it away because you're drawing too much attention. So that's why sometimes I bounce around a lot. But as you can see, I have an active personality. I move around a lot sometimes too. But regarding laptops, I don't recommend them. If you want to take it. Just make sure it's well protected. And make sure that you don't have anything too sensitive on that laptop. Be it personal information, your banking information. If that was to be stolen or copied or something, just make sure it's nothing too sensitive. Also, there's a new revolution with technology. I mean, it's advancing so fast. There's netbooks and ultrabooks, which are basically very, very thin, lightweight laptops, and some of them are very expensive and some are very affordable. So maybe another thing to look into. Netbooks are kind of getting a bit old now, but netbooks are basically a very weak, affordable laptop. So I know people that have trouble with netbooks. It worked great, and if they lost it, if they broke it, it didn't cost much. Same with tablets. Tablets are getting very affordable, and just another form of electronic device. Everything I said above, but again, if you lost it, you broke it, not a big issue. I will say, I did find it funny. Now, this is a magazine, it's obviously a bit big, but you imagine someone walking around with a laptop, a tablet, and they're taking photos, like with their iPad. They're like, hey, if it works for you, awesome. But I just found that a bit, like, you've got to carry around this tablet all day. So again, why I prefer something a bit more compact. Just something to consider. Okay, we're getting on to the fun stuff. These sound cubes, now you would have seen this in the Philippines series. These are awesome. It's basically a little speaker or a sound cube. Some of them even have a Bluetooth capability. As you can see, you can put a micro SD or SD card. You've got your charging and headphone capabilities and the USB. And I've been talking so long, I want a break. So let's have a break, guys. Let's have some fun. So this is my USB I was showing earlier. My little USB stick. Let's see what it does. See, it's thinking, it's just trying to read it. Okay, and you saw the controls go.